slightly less cold coming our way through the weekend. Now, there are still warnings out for snow for a few places at the moment across England and Wales. Ice will be a widespread problem through this evening, overnight and indeed tomorrow morning. This is the band, as you can see, of rain, sleet and snow. Sleet and snow mostly inland, rain around the coast. The problem is it's falling on frozen surfaces and then it'll freeze once it clears, so you can imagine it's going to be quite treacherous. As well as that, the winds are falling light, so we'll have some patchy freezing fog to add to the misery for road users through the day tomorrow. So it'll be with us first thing in the morning. Hopefully most of that rain, sleet and snow will have cleared by that stage, but it's going to be a cold and a grey day for many of us. You can see the showers as well gathering around the Irish Sea coast, and they will gather and join forces later in the day. So it looks like the drier part of the day will be the morning for most parts. Coming up into Northern Ireland, well, some patchy mist and fog and rather grey conditions here as well first thing. Notice temperatures are just tipping above freezing by about 9 o'clock tomorrow morning, so an indication that it's not going to be quite as cold as it has been. For example, in the Highlands, -12 the forecast low tonight as opposed to -20 last night. It's still cold though. Some freezing fog to clear from Scotland. Not much snowfall, as you can see, for the north of England. It's just going to be grey. And that grey, dank and cold weather will last for much of the day. And then I mentioned earlier, those showers gather force in western areas. And again, they'll turn wintry, so some further snow flurries around and some rain close to the south coast, which could turn quite heavy later tomorrow. And notice temperatures are a little higher than they've been in recent days as well. So some heavyish rain in southern and eastern counties, potentially some snow still in the southeast through tomorrow night, clearing away. And into Sunday, we have the same problems once again with freezing fog and with ice. In fact, actually, Sunday looks a little colder than Saturday once again because we pick up a northerly wind. So to summarise the weekend, really, the widespread ice problem and cold and grey for many of us. Slightly less cold than it has been, but it turns colder again at the beginning of next week, Fiona.
Stat upwards, but it's still cold, namely with ice across